gentlemen, and welcome back to the Big Fight Field channel, where we speak the truth, we be honest, and we give our takes on AEW. It is Friday night, January 7th, 2021. Here to talk about tonight's episode.
2022, guys. I correct you there.
Wait, what happened?
You said 2021. It's 2022 now. Joseph, New Year, man. Come on.
That's the first time I did it this year, too. Oh, man.
It happens. It happens.
Way to start the review tonight.
Oh, there you go.
How are you, man? Me and Wes, no Cam tonight. Cam got caught up with some stuff, and it's all good. He's going to the show Wednesday. He'll be back with us next Friday for Rampage. But how are you, man?
I'm doing well. Really good show tonight from AEW with Rampage. Can't wait to talk about it. Got some stuff to talk about concerning Battle of the Belts tomorrow as well. Some breaking news about that. So got some stuff to talk about, but can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what I saw. The matches were really good tonight. I enjoyed the opening match. The hook match was good, and I thought the main event was really fun. So I can't complain about tonight's show, really. So I was going to go over tonight's Rampage. There will not be a Battle of the Belts review tomorrow here on the channel. Not reviewing Battle of the Belts. I have a very busy day tomorrow. Unfortunately, I do have class in the morning, which sucks on a Saturday morning. But I am covering my first basketball game, but I just have so much homework. I got a lot of homework this weekend, and I want to get it done before the Dolphins game on Sunday. So I'm choosing to. I might watch it. I don't know. More than likely, I'm not going to. But I'm choosing not to review Battle of the Belts because I want to get my homework done tomorrow. So it is what it is. It's all right. We'll be doing a review next Wednesday for Dynamite. But, my man, you ready to get into Rampage?
Let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. So we opened up with Adam Cole and Jake Atlas, who got a decent pop, you think?
Yeah. Pretty nice reaction from the Newark crowd for Rampage.
Yeah. So this news came out, I think it was Monday. Tony Khan sent out a tweet that Jake Atlas is all elite. I mean, I'm not too. I'm not saying I hate the guy. From what I saw in NXT, he's bland. He's. I don't know how to. It's it is what it is. But I don't really care. But what do you thought? I put it in a harsh way or whatever, but that's just how I feel. So, what are your thoughts on this Jake Atlas signing with AEW?
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm not too thrilled about it. I thought he had a good showing against Adam Cole tonight. I thought he was good up until the unfortunate knee injury that did occur at the end, which we'll talk about. But I'm with you. I watched him in NXT, and he really didn't present anything character-wise where I was like, I'm really invested in him. He was kind of just there. Now, hopefully he won't be out on the shelf for too long with the injury. But when he does come back, maybe we'll see more character development with him in AEW since he really didn't get that much of a chance in NXT. So maybe in AEW it'll be different. It seems like Tony Khan's really high on him. Hence why he did sign him in the first place. But it is what it is. I'm not like real upset about or anything. It's kind of just a meh kind of reaction out of me. But we'll see what happens with Jake Atlas. But the guy's really athletic. The guy can go in the ring. I just want to see more character come out of him now that he's with AEW. So,
yeah, I will say this from one thing that you did say about him is he didn't really get a true chance in NXT. We didn't like him that much in NXT. He was just there, but he also really. Do you remember a key opportunity he got in NXT besides maybe a cruiserweight championship match or whatever.
Yeah, no, that's probably about it. That's probably his ceiling right there was cruiserweight title, and
Yeah.
of course, Vince wasn't going to see anything in him either. Like Triple H, I'm sure saw a lot in him, but Vince, of course, he's from what we've seen the past couple of days, he's really completely wiping away the old NXT. So it's really sad to see, but it seems like TK is very very high on Jake, and we'll see how things go. And hopefully this injury he suffered on Rampage, hopefully it doesn't keep him on shelf for too long, because you don't want to see anybody get hurt out there. And he's very young, and he I want to see what he's got more. I just want more personality to come out of him, and rather than just kind of be this one-dimensional figure on television where he's just going to be there 1 minute, and then maybe you don't see him as much after. You'll probably see him on like Elevation or Dark or something like that. It's like and which is not like a horrible thing if you're wrestling on Elevation or Dark. I mean, a lot of top wrestlers in AEW wrestle on those shows. It's just I just kind of want to be able to see make sure like this signing is like worth it, and make sure that like he's really connecting and making a statement in the pro wrestling landscape. So.
Speaking of injuries, I forgot to bring this up. I wanted to bring this up at the beginning, but I forgot. Um, there was an update on the Ray Phoenix situation from Wednesday. It appears that he does not have a broken arm. Thank God. That is great news. But it did come out that it was badly dislocated, and the minimum he is going to be out, I think, was 6 weeks. Did you read the same thing by any chance?
I just heard that the injury wasn't a broken arm, that it was dislocated. So that's what I saw from Fightful's like Facebook page, because I follow them on Facebook, so I'm able to like kind of keep up a little bit with that. But yeah, I'm just thankful it's not broken. That was what everybody, and including ourselves, thought. So I'm happy it wasn't as serious as it was, and if the minimum is 6 weeks, then that's good recovery time, and then I'm hoping and praying that Phoenix can make it back as soon as possible. But man, I mean, how superhuman is he, man, to take a bump like that and to not have a broken arm, man? I mean, that's why we call Ray Phoenix superhuman, man. This guy is so resilient, is unbelievable, man. I mean, I can't imagine anybody else being as resilient as Ray Phoenix, man. This guy is another breed.
Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Um, but we had Adam Cole against Jake Atlas. Um, I gotta admit, this was probably the thing like, I wasn't super excited about tonight's Rampage, but looking at the lineup, this was probably the match I was looking for the most, just to see how Jake Atlas would do against a guy like Adam Cole. I thought he had a good showing, man. I thought the match was very good. I enjoyed it. The back and forth. I think this was their first match together, and the match was going really good. Unfortunately, up until where he hurt his knee. I don't know what he was going. I think he was going off a top rope move, and he just buckled on his knee, and his knee was messed up. And Cole tried to go for the Panama Sunrise, and Jake Atlas couldn't do it because of how bad his knee was. So Adam Cole just ended the match with a heel hook, and Jake Atlas tapped out. So Adam Cole wins by submission, and I feel like Adam Cole just did that just to like get the match over with because he can tell he's clearly hurt. I want Adam Cole to use the heel hook now, because it's a different finisher from the boom. I like it,
Right.
don't you?
Yeah, and I think it really fits. I think they brought it up on commentary too. It really fits with Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly's kind of style of wrestling, where they do a lot of submission based wrestling too, and like they both use the heel hook as like signature moves. So honestly, like Adam Cole being aligned with them again, and him like using that as like a finishing move. Like honestly, if they wanted to have Adam Cole do that more often in matches, I would not be against it at all. I thought they called a good audible with that though. I like that, like Adam Cole was like, okay, he thought fast and he went for the heel hook into the match just like that. So that was a good audible called there. But very unfortunate about Jake Atlas. I did think the match was really good too. I thought he was showing out really well. He was actually showing a little bit of a personality when he was kind of mocking Adam Cole in the beginning stages of the match. So I did like that he was showing a bit of like a hey, like whatever you can do, I can do better. Kind of showing him up. So I did like that. But yeah, it really sucks. That's just unfortunately it's the price you pay in pro wrestling. But hopefully, whatever the status is of Atlas's knee, hopefully we'll find that out, and hopefully he's not going to be out for too long. Because I'd like to see more of him in AEW. I'd like to see him square up with some other top talent in the company to see what else he can do. Because I mean, we've seen that he is a really good athlete in the ring, and I'd like to see more character work out of him. But let's just hope and pray that whatever happened with his knee tonight, it's not too serious. So
Yeah. He did tweet out that he is fine, and he thanked Adam Cole for giving him the best version of himself and stuff like that. But and that did look pretty bad. But I don't know how long he's going to be out for. Maybe he's going to be back next week. Who knows? But we had the Red Dragon, O'Reilly and Fish come out at the end of the match, celebrating with Adam Cole, and Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends came out and they chased them away. So um, I guess we're gonna get another match out of those six guys. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. So that was your first match on Rampage. So overall, good stuff. And I you want to get into this? You can do the second match because I know you have not talked about a Hook match yet on the channel. So
have I not? Oh man, I
no,
gotta talk about Hook. I gotta talk about my first ever Hook coverage on the Big Fight Field channel. Man, I'm honored. Hook, our boy Hook, our Lord and Savior Hook, send Hook, baby. Went one-on-one with Aaron Solo with the Factory tonight with QT Marshall, the GOAT, QT Marshall at ringside.
dude,
Can't forget.
you
Can't forget.
acknowledged it. I'm proud of you.
Oh man, you know what we got to get though? The dream match: Hook versus QT Marshall one-on-one. That's the dream
Hey,
match there. There
we
you go.
might get it soon after what happened after
After
the.
what happened, yeah. But we got Hook once again, man. Golly, this guy, the presence, man, the presentation of Hook. I gotta admit, it is so great. That theme song by Action Bronson, man, that is one kick-ass theme song. Holy, like, man, anybody coming out to, I mean, Hook like just fits that though. Like just the lights going out, the slow little start, and then boom, just right into that hard beat right there, man. Love it so much. But everything they're doing with Hook, man, has been so great up to this point. He's had such great showings. This is his third match, and it was against Aaron Solo. And match didn't go very long; it was pretty quick. But Hook was able to show more of his strengths. He did more suplexes, and more shout outs to his dad there with the suplexes, and finished him off with the red rum. I love the fact that the Kata Hajime is called the red rum. Hook's version is called the red rum. A little reference to one of arguably the greatest horror movie of all time, one of the greatest of all time, The Shining. So shout out there. I love the reference to the Shining, man. I'm a big Shining fan. But yeah,
Fun facts, real quick. I didn't mean to stop you right there, but
yeah,
Red Rum is murder backwards. Did
right.
you realize that?
I did realize that. Yeah, I mean, me watching The Shining multiple times, being a big fan of it, I understood the reference there. But yeah, that's I love that though. It's just like they could have like done something where they did like a little pun on the word on the name Hook, but I like that they just went red rum. It's like it's very simple and it's backwards for murder, and like Hook is like people are already chanting Hook is gonna kill you and stuff. I love it, man. I mean,
I love.
I'm telling you, they keep going with this, man, with Hook. I mean, this guy is on the verge of being a mega star if they want him to be. It's like they are breeding this guy to be a top guy in this company. I love it so much. But I do hope they don't overexpose him, too much. I love that we're, getting him in these kinds of doses here on like Rampage and stuff. It's kind of like we've only seen him wrestle on Rampage up to this point.
I love
But
that. I
yeah,
really do.
I love that. Yeah, like it's kind of like how Punk was like wrestling on Rampage a lot at first, and like that was kind of like the CM Punk show and stuff, and like we saw Bryan Danielson wrestle on Dynamite a lot. So I like that they're like doing this kind of starting out with some wrestlers, like they have them on one singular show, and then they kind of eventually move them on to the like the main show with Dynamite or something. But yeah, I hope they just don't go too much with Hook. Give them in the right amount of doses when we do get them. But I'm loving everything they're doing with, man. I mean, again, the presentation, the look. I mean, the demeanor that he has, like in and out of the ring, it is like so. Like he's vicious when he needs to be, and then he's cool, calm, and collected when he needs to be. It's like it's so awesome, man. I mean, it's so funny. You still how like this started with a whole meme, just a simple meme, a simple clip of CM Punk saying "send Hook," and now look where we are now, man. This guy is like going in. He's like becoming one of the hottest rising stars in all pro wrestling. It's awesome to see. And then after the match, QT wanted a little bit of a taste. He wanted a little bit of a taste, but he would soon regret it. He would soon regret it because Hook would meet him with a devastating suplex in the middle of the ring. So will we get to see the dream match, Hook versus QT Marshall? I don't know. Seeds planted there. I think we might put that on a pay-per-view, man. I don't know. Maybe got to put it on the Revolution pay-per-view. I don't know. Build it up. TK. There you go. That could be your opening match of Revolution right there. Hook, QT Marshall. Book it now. There you go.
Love it. I will say this. We'll get to that stuff at the end, but I love everything about Hook right now. And I might sound like a mark, but I'm just saying the truth. His theme song's amazing. The entrance is awesome. He's one of the most, if you think about it, he's top 5 most over wrestlers in the entire company right now.
Yeah.
And it's not a debate.
Right.
His matches are good. I would say out of all the Hook matches, this is probably my least favorite one. My favorite Hook match was the match with Bear Bronson. Of course, one I did miss, but I did see that. That was great. Like we talked about Wednesday, the no sell with the pile driver. I want to see more of that stuff. It's that stuff like that is gonna get him more over with the audience. But the match was good. I do love that the crowd's chanting "Hook's gonna kill you," and I love everything that they're doing with him right now. I agree with you. You can't overexpose him. You can't put him on every single week. What I've realized they have done is they've put him on they've had him in matches on Rampage every other week, which is what they've done so far. Every other week, they've had Hook in matches. I would keep him on Rampage. I would have him do a few matches. I would have him do a few more matches on Rampage. Um, get those reps, have him win matches. I would make his Dynamite debut a really big deal, like they did with CM Punk. They had his first match on Dynamite. I think it was against Bobby Fish, right?
I believe so. I think it was Bobby Fish.
Yeah. I would make Hook's Dynamite debut. I would just keep him on Rampage for now, and I would make his Dynamite debut a really big deal. And one of the highlights on whatever week they're doing Dynamite or whatever. That's what I would do right now. Do you like that idea?
I like that idea. I think that's what they need to keep going with that formula is just have them on Rampage, and then when the time is right, put them on Dynamite. Only when the time is right though, and make it a big moment, make it a big deal. Have it against somebody that we can all like look at and be like, wow, like I'm super looking forward to this match on Wednesday night. Like they always do because they're always giving us quality television all the time. Not perfect by any means, of course, but they always know how to give you the big matches at just the right times in AEW.
I'm kind of thinking about it right now. You know who I would make him face in his Dynamite debut? Leo Rush.
Ooh,
With
Leo Rush.
With the Team Taz feud right now, I think a Leo Rush Hook match on Dynamite when like a few weeks or whatever build it up. I think the time is right. I think that would be the perfect match. Either him or Seidel. Those are my.
Yeah, I like that. Seidel, Leo Rush. Heck, maybe Dante Martin somewhere down the line. I don't know. Somewhere down the line though. Maybe somewhere down the line.
Yeah, I don't think you should be. I don't think Dante should be losing the Hook. To be honest, I don't know.
But we do have Dante and Hobbs on Wednesday. We got that to look forward to though, so that'll be nice.
Yeah, we got a Ricky Starks. We got a Ricky Starks match tomorrow, right?
We do. Yep, FTW title on the line.
All right. So women's tag team match. We have Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter against Riho and Ruby Soho. The match was fine. It was what it was. Riho got the win, roll up over Jamie Hayter. There's tensions between Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Do you think they're building up a big angle where Jamie Hayter's just gonna snap and beat the shit out of Britt Baker?
I think
Not
so.
now, not now, obviously, but
Right.
a
Yes.
few months down the line. It's not gonna be as a big deal as Wardlow beating up MJF, but
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
possibly.
But we all know with MJF, he's hated by everybody. So like that's the difference. Like Britt Baker's like she's a heel, but she's super over at the same time. So it's like her being beat up. I'm like, yeah. I mean, with Wardlow, it's like we all know like the babyface reaction is definitely going to come for him because he's going after the most hated heel in all pro wrestling. Hopefully Hater gets a great reaction whenever her eventual turn goes and happens. But yeah, there definitely more seeds are being planted with tonight's finish. Definitely adding on to that. Yeah, match was fine for what it was. But yeah, the big story I feel like was Hater accidentally getting a cheap shot on Britt Baker and then the roll up by Riho. And I like the fact that Hater was pinned and Riho got the win again. It builds up more momentum for Riho heading into the title match tomorrow. And Hater picks up a loss, which she can take because Britt Baker, of course, shouldn't take another loss here. But the whole story is Britt Baker has never beaten Rio, and I do like that story because
Yeah.
it's Britt Baker needs to prove herself against Rio. Like you've never beaten her. All the times they faced each other, Britt Baker's never won over her, and now. Tomorrow, it's pretty much obvious that Britt Baker's going to get that win tomorrow night. But I like that. That's a story going into tomorrow's match. And Riho got get herself momentum with tonight's win. But yeah, a Jamie Hayter face turn is definitely something that we will be seeing in the near future.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do you think that match is going to be the main event tomorrow?
It could be. It could be. I wouldn't mind it. So
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the match. I'll probably one day next week go back and watch it. So we'll see what happens. But we had um, some breaking news. Cody Rhodes was rumored that he had contact with somebody with COVID, and he did not. He's not medically cleared. So what they're doing is they're having a match to be the interim TNT champion. So they're gonna have two TNT champions while Cody Rhodes is out. It's gonna be Dustin against Sammy Guevara for the interim TNT championship tonight. Now, tomorrow night, I'm gonna make a wild prediction and say Dustin Rhodes is gonna win this match.
oh, oh,
And my reason behind it is Dustin Rhodes is gonna win this match. It's going to build up a match between Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes for the inaugural, not the inaugural, but to see who the actual TNT champion is. Rhodes versus Rhodes. I think Cody is going to win that match. I think they're going to hug at the end. Dustin's going to raise his hand, and that's when Cody's going to turn heel and give his brother a low blow or something, and give him a crossroads. And him and Brandy are going to walk out of the Nightmare Family. I think it,
oh.
dude, it writes itself. Literally, it writes itself, in my opinion.
That is very very interesting. That is very interesting. I can't complain about that. I now honestly personally me I just feel like Sammy's gonna win tomorrow. I just feel like they're just gonna have him win. I don't know, but honestly though it's interesting though because it is a toss up because I like that now. It's not so like predictable with this TNT title match tomorrow because I think we all kind of knew Cody was going to retain tomorrow
Yeah,
anyway because he just won the title. Wouldn't make sense to put the title right back on Sammy again if he just beats Sammy for it. But now with it being Sammy versus Dustin, it makes things way more interesting. I really like that idea. I really feel like they should go through it because we know Cody ain't a baby face, man. We know he ain't.
exactly.
He's presenting himself like a baby face, but he's not truly a baby face because he's working everybody though. It's a character thing with Cody Rhodes right now, and I would love to see. I mean, we've seen Cody and Dustin one on one before too, and they've created magic in that ring once before at the very first Double or Nothing show. would love to see that match again. And with a Cody heel turn being added onto that to add more of a crazy story to right there, I think that would be tremendous. So I really like that you thought of that, man. That's a great idea. But we'll see if it happens. My gut is kind of telling me I feel like Sammy's just gonna win, and we'll just probably get Cody and Sammy again like we were supposed to. But we will see what happens. But I will not complain though if Dustin ends up winning and we do get a Cody Dustin match down the line for the true TNT Championship. So
Now my question is, say Dustin wins tomorrow night. You think they would hold this match off for Revolution, and they would possibly have Cody defend the championship, and Dustin Rhodes defend his championship, all the way up until they face each other to see who the actual champion is? Do you think they would wait until the pay-per-view, or do you think they would probably just do the match on TV? Because I'm telling you, it would make a huge angle on pay-per-view to have Cody win and then turn on his brother, turn on the Nightmare family after the match.
yeah, I would love it if they built it up for Revolution, because I mean Cody versus Dustin really is a pay-per-view quality match. I mean
Yes.
these guys are so, I mean they know each other very well, of course, with them being brothers. But man, I mean the storytelling they create between each other is amazing. Whether they're tag partners or whether they're going up against each other, I would love that. I would think that'd be great. Like Cody and Dustin, like like up until we get to Revolution, they defend their individual titles, and then we eventually get the title versus title match to crown the true TNT champion. I think that'd be a great idea. I'd rather it be built for the pay per view rather than it just being on one of the Dynamite episodes or something, or on a Rampage. I think that would be better because I mean you really should put a match like that on a pay per view anyway. I mean they wanted that match at WrestleMania and they never got it, so they went to AEW and they put it in Double or Nothing, and it ended up being one of the best matches in AEW history. So we should definitely see it built up again for another pay per view.
Yeah, it still is one of the best matches in the history of AEW, but we'll see what happens. But I will say, if Dustin wins tomorrow night, I'm going to come back right here Wednesday night and tell you, I told you so.
There you go.
Dude, I hope it happens now. It writes itself, don't you think?
Yeah, it creates a better story and a better dynamic rather than just like Sammy winning and then we just get Cody versus Sammy again. Like make a big angle out of this. Get Cody involved in, because they have Cody involved a lot with the whole Men of the Year stuff right now. And honestly, I'm not super feeling it really. Like, to be honest, like it's just I feel like Cody could be doing better, and I feel like a storyline with his own brother, going out to try to crown the true TNT champion. I feel like that is such a great story you could tell, and that builds so much intrigue. Like, and it really puts the TNT title back on a big spotlight too, because like I said, nothing against Sammy, but during his reign, he really wasn't like showcasing the
elevating
title.
the title. He wasn't elevating the title.
No, and I wouldn't really blame all that on Sammy. I just feel like they weren't putting him in interesting enough angles. It might just be that. But with Cody, it's like Cody we know is a master storyteller. We know Cody. Cody knows pro wrestling. It's in his blood, for crying out loud. And so I think we with Cody now being the champion and stuff, and then this whole interim TNT champion and everything. I mean, we got a big major story, probably one of the best stories going into the next pay per view that we can be talking about for week in and week out. So we'll see what happens, but I would love it if that happened. I mean, you have a better story being told right there. So there you go.
100%, man, 100%. So we do have that match tomorrow night for the interim TNT championship. Ricky Starks against Matt Sydal for the FTW Championship, and Riho against Britt Baker for the AEW Women's Championship. Again, reminder, no Battle of the Belts review tomorrow night. Got some stuff to do. Busy day for me tomorrow, so if anything major happens on that show, we will talk about it Wednesday night on the channel. But then, speaking of Wednesday, no new matches announced, but we got CM Punk and Wardlow, Hobbs against Dante Martin, and Hikaru Shida against Serena Deeb. And then we had the main event, The main event of tonight's Rampage was Daniel Garcia and 2.0 against Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz in a no rules match. This fight started in the backstage area right before Mark Henry was about to do his famous quote, "It's time for the main event." I love that so much, man. It's growing on me so much. But
Mark Henry's just perfect for that kind of role. Like he's great at doing the interviews, and then that one catchphrase at the very end, it always hooks you like right then and there. That's that final little hook for you on the main event every single week. So it's just such a perfect role for Mark. So I love it.
yeah, like right after he says it, I'm like, all right, main event time, here we go.
Do it. Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, um, but this match was really fun. They had a really fun match. Um, Trash cans, steel chairs, uh, the ring bell spot at the end where Eddie Kingston kicked out. The match was really fun. And they put Daniel Garcia through a table. No, they put. Who did they put through a table? I forget.
I think Eddie Kingston got suplexed to the
Yeah.
table on the outside, yeah, and then they finished off. They hit Jeff Parker. Proud and Powerful did with a one of their tag team moves, and I think that was the finish.
Yeah, you're right. Santana and Ortiz got the win. Eddie Kingston was coming in the ring. He got low blowed by Garcia, and 2.0 was beating up Santana and Ortiz. All three of them were taping Eddie Kingston to the ring rope. Out comes Jericho. They run away, and the show ends like that. So, um, yeah, it was a fun main event. I don't know when they're gonna get 2.0 and Daniel Garcia out of this feud because merely like we said this on Wednesday. This is all about Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston, right?
Yeah, right.
So, what are your thoughts on the main event?
Yeah, I thought it was a really fun no DQ match. I thought these guys just went in. I love that they just went out there and they just brawled with each other, and it was just treated it like you would treat a street fight. Trash cans, steel chairs, all the good stuff there. But I thought all six men shined, and I like that Kingston and Proud and Powerful got the win. They got the win back after that. I think the last time they faced her, they lost that one, so they got their win back here. But yeah, the main story here is Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston and their eventual matchup, and kind of deciding with Santana Ortiz who they're going to side with. Are they going to still remain with the inner circle? Or are they going to go and ride with Eddie Kingston now? So that's the main story. But yeah, I don't know what's to come after this. I don't know if maybe we get Jericho and Santana Ortiz against 2.0 Daniel Garcia, but I think we should soon, at least like really soon, just like phase out Daniel Garcia in 2.0, and then we really start to
Yeah.
focus on Jericho and Kingston because there is hostility between those two guys, and they want like they want to one up each other and be like, no, I don't need you and I don't need you, and so we kind of just need to get to the real meat of that story. So hopefully we won't have to wait too much longer until we get to that. So
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think they gotta slowly phase out these guys, get them out of this feud, because like we said, the money, the real meat is Jericho and Eddie Kingston. Maybe, maybe we'll get Jericho and Daniel Garcia in a match. Maybe we'll get 2.0 against Jericho and your boy Hager. I don't know, something like that. So who knows? But we'll see what happens, man. Are you intrigued by this storyline?
I am, yeah. I'm definitely just super excited just for the whole interactions with Jericho and Kingston, and what they'll do in the ring together. I think that's going to be a really cool thing, and where Proud and Powerful's loyalty lies. That's going to be another big key to this whole story here, and seeing how that will play out. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm liking this angle so far.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. And that's all I got for you guys. That's all we got for you guys tonight. So thank you all so much for watching the Rampage review tonight on the channel. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel channel. We got one more video this week for you guys, and that is the final reaction video of the season for a Miami Dolphins game. They played the Patriots on Sunday. They had a 4:30 game, which I hate, but it is what it is. So the reaction should probably be up around 8 o'clock, 8:30 on Sunday night, and we got a big week next week on the channel, man. I'm going to really quickly run down the schedule. Monday, Dolphin season review. Wednesday, back here with Wesley for the AEW Dynamite review. Thursday, playoff wildcard predictions. Friday, Rampage back with Wesley and Cameron. Saturday, I don't know how I'm gonna do the reactions for the wild card weekend and the division, and especially wild card weekend because I did them last year, and all the games were done by Sunday night, and I just got up by Sunday night. Boom, perfect. But there's a playoff game on Monday night this year. I don't know how that is going to work. I'll have to keep you guys updated. But we will do reactions to Wild Card Weekend, and it should be a fun week here on the channel. Be sure to subscribe, comment down below your thoughts about tonight's episode of AEW Rampage. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from myself and my good friend over here, Wesley Williams. And you can follow me on Twitter if you want to see me talk sports. No IWC sports talk on Twitter at Colin_Joseph, Instagram at Colin_Joseph, and yes, TikTok at Colin_Joseph. Wes, go ahead, man.
Go ahead and follow me over on Instagram at the real Wesley Snipes. You can also follow me on TikTok as well.
There
I do have a
you go.
TikTok in my own right at the real Wesley Snipes. Same username as my Instagram, and also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Wesley Williams 5. I will be trying to bring back gaming content pretty soon. I did just get the new NHL 22 game. It's a very fun game, so I might be putting some hockey content on the gaming for a little bit. But and you can see me struggle to win games on there. It's a pretty tough game. Got to give it its props. It's tough.
It is a tough game, actually.
But yeah, I was playing with my older brother during the Christmas season, and me and him just going back and forth, just scoring goals on each other. It's pretty fun though, man. It's a fun game. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. I gotta try to play more bully as well. But yeah, again, Instagram at the real Wesley Snipes, TikTok at the real Wesley Snipes, and twitch.tv/Wesley Williams 5. And we will see you guys again this Wednesday night, AEW Dynamite. And we cannot wait to talk about it. And our boy Cameron Johnson's going to be there live, and I hope he has a great time at the show. And I cannot wait to talk about it. But we will see you, lovely ladies and gentlemen, back on Wednesday night this upcoming week.
Real quick fact: it's more fun to play NHL on a video game than it is actually watching a hockey game because it's just really boring. So.
I gotta say though, that Winter Classic between the St. Louis Blues and Minnesota Wild was negative 9 degrees in Minnesota that night, man. It was an outdoor game. That was a fun game. I mean, when hockey gets pretty high scoring like that, it's pretty fun. So I gotta give it some credit. But I am following the St. Louis Blues and the Nashville Predators a lot now. Those are my two teams right there in the NHL. So any Blues and Predators fans out there, shout outs to you guys. So there you go.
There you go. All right. So we will see you on Wednesday night, and I will see you on Sunday evening for the Patriots Dolphins reaction video. You guys have a good night. Stay safe, and as always, stay classy. And we out. Peace.